Hello, welcome to Swiss Watch Gang. Welcome to the second episode today, live from Geneva. We have a very special guest on the channel today, Edouard Meylan from Moser and CA, or Moser company, how different people say it. We have a lot of watches here today, Edouard. Novelty as well. You see something in the background which was quite controversial when it came out, but as I heard, it was sold out like this. And actually, one of my buddies has one, which is really cool. I saw it in person. Edouard, thank you for joining us. And how is the day going for you so far in Geneva?
Thank you for having me. The week and the day are doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, we have great weather for once for a fair. It's good. A lot of people, I think everybody's happy to finally meet in person, see some watches, because a lot of things have been digital, which is a good thing. But there's nothing compared to, holding, touching.
Physical.
I mean, you know that, right?
Yes. So did you have a lot of journalists come by, or was it like a steady flow of people coming in? Or
we have a good mix. We had quite a lot of journalists from Europe. We had a lot of press conferences. You've seen our studio.
Yes, it's amazing. Yeah. They have a whole live stream setup, which is great. Much better than this one, but we do what we can.
But yeah, we had people, I mean, with a press conference with Japan, with Italy, with Southeast Asia. Every time we have 40, 50 journalists. So no, it's a great opportunity to meet a lot of people in person. And customers came here as well.
Yes.
Watch gangs, friends. So yeah, no, I think it's a very, very nice, friendly. I like this concept of brands working together. It's not like all about like groups, etc. It's really people having common interests and wanting to work together, not competing with each other, trying to bring their clients. We share everything, and it's very successful. I think it's a good way to go for the future.
I mean, today we're in the Beau Rivage Hotel, where there's many brands here. But it's also easy for us journalists to basically go from one brand to another.
True.
And like you said, and the feeling in the environment, the vibe is really positive. So far, it's been great.
I think everybody's doing a good business. So obviously, the vibe is very positive this year.
So today we're going to focus on a few watches. We have a lot of different examples here with different dials for what you're very known for, of course.
Yeah, we have a very wide range here.
Yes, but let's focus maybe on this beauty, which you also have in person here. What was the idea with this one, Aya?
It is.
What was the idea behind this watch, or who came up with the idea, maybe?
I don't know if you're familiar with this artist called Seconde Seconde. He's a French artist based in Paris who reinterprets vintage watches, swapping the second hand. That's why it's called Seconde Seconde, where he kind of tried to bring a message and kind of revamp, rejuvenate vintage watches from the 70s, 60s. He did a lot with Rolex and Omega, etc., etc. And I got to meet him a few years ago, and he actually came to our booth in Basel in 2018 or 19. And I said, hey, I know it's probably easier to work with those big brands, but why wouldn't you do something for Moser? I mean, what would be your take on Moser? So it kind of was a wild card. He could do whatever he wants. And he created that eraser. Really, for him, Moser is about creating art pieces. We are debranding our watches. We try very hard to go to the essence of the function. And he wanted to kind of symbolize it with the eraser. So when you sketch something and you want to reach something very simple, usually try many times. You do it, you erase it, and you start again. So that's what he wanted to express. And it was also, for us, a good way to express the idea of Moser removing the logo. If you notice now, we have a lot of watches without logo and the others with the transparent logo. We believe this is part of our identity in a way that every watch is an art piece, and the signature should be just the features. People should recognize it's a Moser because of how it looks, but also if there's a signature, then it's at the back. No,
definitely. I mean, I have not a similar watch, but I have a watch with nothing on the dial. And many people ask me, is this a Moser? I'm like, no, but the inspiration was from there,
No, but those guys from Sartori Villa are doing a great job, and I think they have a similar philosophy, and there's space for everyone. So I think this idea of debranding is not just, I mean, we didn't start it. Look at the cars, and we know that in Switzerland, a lot of people are removing now on their big cars, which the size of the engine, even the brand, even the bags from Louis Vuitton. A long time ago were only with the logo, and now you have many iterations that are much more subtle. I think it's a trend. Maybe we were the first in that, but not the only one.
Definitely. No, definitely. You were pioneering this this. So guys, just we're waving to people because we are in the entrance here. So many people are coming in.
Yeah.
But definitely,
which is good.
Which is good, yeah, which is good. No, but definitely, you guys started this whole, let's say, like we could call it like a trend or this revolution of not really putting everything on the dial. I mean, you basically erased a lot of it. And I love the Vanta Black watches, which you also have.
One here.
We have one here, yeah. This is one of my favorites, definitely. Super hard to photograph, but
yeah,
you get used to it.
No, it's hard because I mean the Vanta Black material is the darkest man-made material on Earth. So it's an array of nanotubes, carbon nanotubes, and it's so dark that actually even when the camera has a hard time focusing on it, we actually we have black PVD hands on it, but they look so gray in comparison with the dial. It's an amazing, very fragile material to work with, but once it's set in the watch, it's perfect.
Plus, the movements of your watches are always very nice to look at.
Very traditional 3/4 bridge, very traditional finishing. You will see in our latest creation, we have made our finishing evolve for the more modern lines, but we will continue with the very traditional finishing, as you can see here: 3/4 bridge, Moser coats, hand engraving, the Moser hallmark. That's our typical signature since 1828.
Yeah,
we're proud of that. I'm wearing it actually.
Always. Beautiful. So I want to talk about the novelty now. So the Streamliner has been a very successful watch line for you guys, right?
Since last year, yeah.
Yeah, since last year. You introduced a few different versions. You have also a very nice piece on the wrist here.
Yeah, the chronograph.
Which is actually, let us show this.
That's the one that we launched in November last year when we won the Grand Prix Genève with the flyback chronograph automatic.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Teamwork.
Makes the dream work, huh?
So this one is a few years old. I've been testing it. Yeah,
it's good.
It's part of my job.
So far, so good?
So far, so good. Well, except a few scratches there.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah, so it's a flyback automatic chronograph with the rotor hidden. It's a bullhead style, so very 70s. Yeah. It's the first model, but with a gray dial that we launched with the Streamliner. It's been years of development to find the identity. Yeah, the movement is the Agen graph. So we worked with Agenor, based in Geneva, the Widerrecht family to develop that one. And you say, as we said, it's automatic, but doesn't look automatic. And you notice the small Batman there in the center?
Yes.
That's a typical joke from watchmakers.
Here, basically.
You know how sometimes people coding, they make codes and they have jokes in their codes or hidden things.
It's like
watchmakers are the same. You know, they tend to hide something.
It's a beautiful watch. And today we're going to focus also on the latest creation.
Yeah, which is the Perpetual calendar.
You made the Perpetual calendar, for which you guys are very known for.
Exactly. Well, that's how I fell in love with Moser when we purchased it. We took over Moser in 2012. One of the reasons was the movement. The Perpetual calendar, small second, and we've been selling it since now 2005, 2006. It's won the Grand Prix Genève already in 2006, but we never made an evolution like this one. This is the center second, so we have a direct center second, not no friction in there. It's the third wheel, or the petite seconde for those speaking French. Yeah, it's a double wheel with a fixed one and a loose one, and that's how we transfer direct energy.
And basically on the dial you have the date.
Yeah, at 4 o'clock we have the power reserve and we have the months indication, which is very subtle. The months is
so the power reserve is this one here.
Is at 10, yeah.
And then the small red hand in the middle
is the months. So we use the 12 indexes. That's the very smart part here.
Yes.
12 months, 12 hours. So here we're on the 28th of February. 28th of February is Moser Day. So our favorite day, everybody is wearing his Perpetual calendar on that day. Well, it's a stressful day, you know, because if it doesn't jump right, next day we get emails from everybody like, oh, my Perpetual didn't work.
But usually it doesn't happen.
Yeah, usually now and then it can happen, but usually it doesn't. And so yeah, here now it's a center second because we wanted to keep, you've seen the chronograph, I just showed it to you, to keep similar identity also with the minute second track. Beautiful watch with the global light as well. We have a transparent logo. I don't know if you see it on that one.
Yeah, it's barely visible, huh? Again.
Yeah, exactly. You need to play a little bit with the light.
Style.
Yeah, art pieces.
Here we go.
And it has a black ore fumé dial, which is our first fumé dial, the original one we did, our signature dial. And then if we look at the movement, that's where you see the leap year. I mean, it's a Perpetual calendar. The definition of a Perpetual calendar is a watch that knows whether the month has 28, 29, 30, or 31 days. And people are asking me, so why don't you put the day? Why don't you put the year? Why don't you put the tide? Why don't you put the sunrise, etc.? We want to go to the essence. We remove everything that is not necessary. So we don't put the year, but we put whether it's a leap year or leap year +1, +2, or +3.
Yeah.
And this way, even if you don't wear it, in about 30 seconds, you set the watch back to the date of today.
Wow, the movement is always beautiful.
Maybe I'm going to show you how the date jumps. Let me just open. It's a screw-down crown. I'm going to go back on the small. It's important to understand how that works. Position it right. You see it? So here we are on the 28th of February. And I'm going to change the time. And you will see it's what we call the flash calendar. It's a patent that we have at midnight. I don't know if it's midday or midnight, but it will jump to you will see the smaller row jumping to March and the date jumping. Yeah, of course we were.
Of course, it's in the middle of the day.
Somebody played with it already. You're playing with my watch.
That's always the case. If you want to demonstrate something, something happens. Makes you just wanted to show how smooth it is, basically.
Yeah, well, I can show you how you can change very quickly the date afterwards. Wait, now it should be fine.
There we go.
Ready?
Moser day.
Usually it takes a few hours to change to 29, 30, 31, and then the 1st of March. Here, nothing happens. Midnight, 1st of March.
Instantaneous, huh?
Exactly.
Wow.
And then even at midnight, usually you don't touch your date at midnight, right? Otherwise you break everything. See, I can go backwards.
You can even go back, huh? That's a big no-no.
I can go forward.
With most perpetuals.
Exactly. So we call it the child-proof perpetual calendar. It's the smartest, the most ingenious, and that's what makes the success of that collection.
Excellent. What's the price point of this model for those who are interested to buy one?
In Switzerland, it's 49,900. Maybe we can show quickly. Did we show the movement? Yeah, you showed the movement.
But we also have a nice picture there. It's going to be a bit more visible. We can basically show it in the big camera. Let's say like this.
Yeah, so we have this treatment with darker PVD. So it's a new kind of treatment for our movements for the Streamliner collection, a little bit more modern. We also opened it a little bit more visible to see the gears. We have the modular escapement with the gold anchor wheel. We produce our own hairsprings. You have to come and see our manufacturer one day.
I will.
You can see that we produce for many brands. We produce actually over 200,000 hairsprings per year, knowing that we make 1,500 watches. So many hairsprings go to brands who claim that they're doing everything themselves.
It's of course top secret.
I won't mention
a lot of NDAs.
Yes.
Good. Awesome. So what's the focus, let's say, of Moser for the future? You want to go in this Streamliner line, or you want to just have fun?
We try to continue to be balanced. We have 4 pillars. We have the heritage, which is this very classic collection inspired by the watches that you would see in our museum. Then we have the Endeavor. We saw it with the, we can show it here. The Endeavor is I would say the original H. Moser since 2005. That's the same collection, and we have pretty much all our movements in there. Here we have a beautiful mosaic fumé dial, which is something we launched recently.
Wow.
Then we have the Pioneer, which is kind of the everyday watch. It's sporty. It's available in steel, many different colors. It's our entry level. We start at around 13,000 Swiss francs. Available in, as I said, steel, here in DLC, in gold. There's quite a few iterations. And the 4th one is obviously the Streamliner. I think the future is really to balance those 4 collections. At the moment, the market is really leaning towards sporty, everyday watches. So Streamliner and Pioneer are taking the lion's share.
Yeah.
But Endeavor was last year, in terms of value, the stronger brand collection. Also, we had the collaboration with MBNF. We have minute repeaters.
Beautiful. Huh?
We do a lot of tourbillons. So from a value standpoint, this is probably where we sell the highest value. But heritage is important because it explores the history of Moser. We are a 193 years old brand. I think they all brands, I would say, collections that add something to our brand. We're not a mono-brand boutique, mono-product brand. We really have a wide and interesting range, which hopefully fit together. I hope when people look at it and say, "Oh, that's Moser."
Yeah, but there is definitely a silver line to all the coded watches here, although they have different cases, maybe movements as well.
It's important,
and it's nice because with many brands you buy one and that's it. You're good for this brand basically. But with Moser,
which was the case until 2012.
Yeah.
And today we have people who have, I think we have somebody who has 30 odd watches.
Wow.
And I feel some people are competing each other, like who has the
Who is the biggest Moser collector?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe Moser Lover, or what's his name on Instagram?
No, it's not Moser Lover. Moser Lover doesn't have many, but he was, I think, one of the first to really be a huge fan of the brand. But yes, some special watches, yes.
Awesome. Edouard, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule, showing us these beautiful watches. And I can't wait to see the manufacture.
Yeah.
And maybe shoot some watches in the studio.
You're more than welcome and invited to come.
Excellent. Thank you. All the best. And guys, be sure to follow Moser Watches on Instagram, YouTube, visit the website, slide into his DMs as well if you have some questions.
Yeah. We're there to answer.
Yes, they're very friendly, approachable, so definitely a brand you guys should check out. Thank you for watching. And again, I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.